morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Time Warner Cable Stadium for the 2012 WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament. Our next game today is a Division I quarterfinal featuring the Madison West Regents and the Divine Savior Holy Angels Dashers. Ladies and gentlemen, before the start of tonight's contest, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask all those who are able to please stand. We ask everyone to please remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet our two teams. First, introducing the non-starters for Madison West. Number 1, Hannah Chandler. Number 2, Liz Chen. Number 3, Caitlin Gerard. Number 8, Mika Miyamoto. Number 11, Rosemary Ventura. Number 15, Mackie Shuchuk. Number 16, Sophie Bruxner. Number 17, Morgan Sparks. Number 19, Maddie Peterson. Number 21, Maddie Anders. Number 23, Helen Carey. Introducing the non-starters for DSHA. Number 1, Emily Panella. Number 2, Maria Cooper. Number 4, Mary Ellen Long. Number 5, Leslie Sickle. Number 6, Christina Feller. Number 7, Anna Simmons. Number 8, Sarah Watts. Number 9, Olivia Wright. Number 14, Gabby Pilowitz. Number 17, Gina LaBarbera. Number 21, Hannah Schranka. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Madison West Regents. Senior midfield, number 4, Emma Hedico. Freshman defender, number 5, Josie Persson. Junior midfield, number 6, Jackie Leach. Senior forward, number 9, Rose Brown. Sophomore defender, number 10, Elise Brown. Sophomore midfield, number 12, Alice Harine. Junior forward, number 13, Mo Spear. Junior midfield, number 14, Emma Guilfoyle. Sophomore forward, number 18, Sarah Monshine. Sophomore defender, number 22, Christina Yin. And starting in goal, sophomore number 0, Meredith Thompson. The head coach of the Madison West Regents is Peter Dermody. Now introducing the starting lineup for the Divine Savior Holy Angel Dashers. Senior forward, number 3, Emily Leinfelder. midfield, number 10, Ingrid Mortensen. Junior defender, number 11, Claire Ty. Junior forward, number 12, Hannah Roth. Junior defender, number 13, Andrea Hughes. Junior midfield, number 15, Brenna Kinnicky. Senior midfield, number 16, Madeline Sweeney. Senior midfield, number 18, Brianna LaBarbera. Junior defender, number 19, Maddie Perlowitz. Senior defender, number 20, Ashton Massey. And starting in goal, senior, number 0, Audrey Ackley. The head coach of the DSHA Dashers is Kevin Rathey. Introducing your officials for this Division I quarterfinal game, Jeff Gendy, Rod Otten, and Peter Bernardi. WIAA requires
the 38th annual WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament continues with quarterfinal number 3 on the Division I side as we welcome you back to Time Warner Cable Stadium at Uihlein Soccer Park in Milwaukee, with the DSHA Dashers out of the Greater Metro Conference battle the Madison West Regents out of the Big 8 Conference. Winner moves on to a semifinal to play the winner of Nina and Grafton. It's State Soccer here on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back for game number 3 of 4 here on this opening day. My name is Matt Menzel. The DSHA Dashers, one of the 2 ranked teams to qualify for state in the final D1 Top 10 state rankings. DSHA number 7. They have 17 victories, 4 defeats, and a couple of ties. They've won 8 consecutive games, including a sectional final win against Brookfield East, 2-0. The Madison West Regents, one of the surprise teams to the D1 field of the Big 8 Conference, have 15 victories, 7 defeats, and a couple of ties. They've won 5 consecutive and 7 of their last 8. They knocked off the Middleton Cardinals 2-1 in a sectional final to qualify for state for the 11th time all-time and the first time since 2003. DSHA is back here for the 6th time and the first time since 2010, which was the year after the Dashers won back-to-back Division I state championships in 2008 and again in 2009. Dashers, a second-place finish in the always competitive Greater Metro Conference. Looking up at Brookfield Central, a squad that finished number 9 of the final D1 state rankings, and for Madison West, a third-place finish in the Big 8 Conference. Looking up at Verona, who was here a couple of years ago to bring home their first-ever state championship and their second-ever state tournament appearance. Regents in the blue and white. DSHA in the all-white under their head coach, Kevin Rathey. Peter Dermody is the head coach of the Regents. Emma Hedico, a senior in the midfield, to get this first half underway. And again, the winner moving on to play either Nina or Grafton, which wraps up our Division I state quarterfinal action coming up at approximately 7 p.m. So this one underway from Time Warner Cable Stadium, Uihlein Soccer Park in Milwaukee. One of the themes of the day has been youth in Madison West. No exception, a very young team coming in. 5 freshmen, 10 sophomores. That's 15 out of their 22 varsity players. That youth able to surprise some and able to find a way to counter Middleton's attack, which ended up being, again, weight back. The Cardinals pretty much playing defense throughout, trying to move the game to a shootout, which has been a successful tactic at times for Ken Berge's team. They were able to knock off Waunakee in a sectional semifinal. A Waunakee team that was number 2 in the final D1 state rankings before they ran into the roadblock that was the Regents. Ingrid Mortensen for DSHA. Off the one-hop toward Emily Leinfelder. And a quick opportunity for the Dashers, who have been led this season by the play of Ingrid Mortensen. 16 goals and 6 assists. With the 38 points, Hannah Roth with the 15 goals and the 8 assists. That Middleton team with Mary Duffy taking over at the helm. Ken Berge giving the girls' title up a couple of years back. The ball bouncing away there from Madeline Sweeney, the senior midfielder. Both have done an outstanding job, though, with that program being always a competitor in the D1 bracket and always a threat to get back here to the Time Warner Cable Stadium at Uihlein Soccer Park. Emma Guilfoyle was trying to connect the pass to Mo Spear on all conference honorable mention a year ago. Back for her junior season, again, one of the 7 upperclassmen now for the Madison West Regions. Getting a cleat on it was Emma Hedico. Back out it comes for Claire Ty. Regents back here, first time since 2003, but have brought home 4 state championships throughout their history. During some of the early years of the state tournament, able to bring home the title back in 1988 and again in 1991. Their most recent state championships occurring in 1999 and again in 2000. But a one-and-done appearance back in 2003, and so this is a new and exciting opportunity for the Regents, who pretty much throughout the decade of the 90s, a regular just going down the road and playing in Madison for the state tourney. On the connection attempt with Ingrid Mortensen, she was able to score one of the goals in the sectional final win against Brookfield East. Good win for DSHA. Their bracket consisted of Milwaukee, Bradley Tech in a regional semifinal, a 10-0 victory for DSHA. They had 4 shutouts in the playoffs, which also included a 6-0 victory in a regional final against Milwaukee Pius. Beat Wauwatosa East, 1-0 in overtime, a Red Raiders program that, again, was receiving some notice in the honorable mention D1 state rankings at times. And you had Brookfield East with a 2-0 final. Had a bracket that has changed a little bit because it seemed like forever the obstacle for DSHA to qualify for state was Whitefish Bay. It always seemed like it was those two to meet in a sectional final, but Whitefish Bay has since moved brackets. And DSHA instead getting the likes of Brookfield East and Brookfield Central going on their side of things. And Whitefish Bay and Nicolay ended up moving to another bracket that was pretty much comprised of North Shore Conference teams and what was left of the Greater Metro Conference. Tie. And now with Brianna Kanicki, a junior in the midfield. Ball with some top spin out of play and a throw in here for the Regents. And talking about the Big 8 Conference and the way things end up playing out here this season. Not only was Verona a first place team, but you had Middleton a couple of games behind. Then came the Regents, who finished in a third place tie with Madison Memorial. Madison East, Sun Prairie, along with Janesville, Craig among those that came thereafter. But it was Verona with 13 victories, 5 defeats, and a couple of ties overall that would ultimately bring home the conference championship, only to run into the Regents in the sectional semifinal. Foul against Madison West after Brianna LaBarbera knocked down for the Dashers. On the turn with Hannah Roth. A short pass from Hedico, able to connect with Sarah Monshine. She is the top offensive threat for the Regents, coming in with 17 goals, 9 assists, 43 points. Stepping in front was Jackie Leach. And DSHA will play it back up to Brianna Kanicki. That's sent away after Emily Leinfelder tried to get a piece of it. Now DSHA will leave it back here in the 6th minute from Time Warner Cable Stadium, Uihlein Soccer Park, the site for the 30th annual WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament. This is the night session. A couple of exciting first quarterfinal games that would see one decided in a shootout with Kenosha Tremper over Eau Claire Memorial, and then Waukesha West eliminated by way of an own goal against De Pere. Leinfelder on the pass. Sweeney. Mortensen. That was sent out. Coming over to help out defensively for the Regents. Knocking it out was Elise Brown, the sophomore. So DSHA with a corner kick. They're actually one of the more veteran teams here among the D1 field, with 16 upperclassmen coming in. The 11 juniors and the 5 seniors so far for the number 7 team in D1. Knocked on down by Rosemary Ventura, who then got knocked down. Foul against Claire Ty after the DSHA corner kick. Corner kick that was taken by Brianna LaBarbera. Still have a number of players that were part of those DSHA teams in 2009 and 2010 to qualify for state. And so, not only do we talk about this being one of the more experienced teams by way of upperclassmen, but experienced teams as far as playing at the state tournament level. Mo Spear. She's one of a couple of all-conference selections from a year ago back for Madison West. Now Leinfelder able to pass around Christina Yin, sophomore defender. West will throw it in. If they make a change to their 11, then we'll see Emma Hedeko get an early breather. And in comes Sophie Grutzner, the sophomore midfielder.
For Emma Hedeko.
Back with Andrea Hughes. Off the right clear with Hannah Roth. And now Mo Spear. And on the outside was Sophie Grutzner, trying to connect with Rose Brown. And instead it's Jackie Leach, as the Regents leave it back. Trying to spread the field out with Alice Harine, the sophomore midfielder. On the pass for Rose Brown. Coming over to defensively was Ashton Massey, the senior defender. DSHA over to Ingrid Mortensen. Leinfelder. Sweeney. 10th minute here in the first half. Kanicki on the wing with Mortensen. On the slide by Elise Brown. Able to knock it free and then gets back up to send it out of bounds. And again, the Regents getting ready to make a change to the 11. That will have to wait. Dashers going right back with Mortensen. Sends it across. In front, left-footed strike is stopped. Leinfelder with the shot attempt. Meredith Thompson, the starting goalkeeper, on the save here in the 10th minute. Meredith Thompson, the 5'7" sophomore starting goalkeeper, logging over 1,400 minutes with 25 goals allowed. Comes in with a 1.41 goals against average. Going high, Thompson knocks it up and makes the catch. Mortensen on the shot. Thompson with 35 saves coming in and has helped this team register 9 shutouts, 2 of which in the postseason. And the Regents route to state for the first time in 9 years. We've seen them knock off La Crosse Central in a regional semifinal 7-0 before Oregon, the opponent in a regional final, a 3-2 Regents W. Beat Verona 1-0, a team that they had tied during the course of the regular season twice. Once in a scoreless battle, the other was in a 2-2 draw. And beat the aforementioned Middleton Cardinals 2-1 in that sectional final. Knocked out by Elise Brown, battling with Mortensen. Another corner kick for Brianna LaBarbera. Corner kick number 2 for DSHA. Brianna Kanicki directly in front of Meredith Thompson. Right now they have 3 near that goal line for DSHA. 4th just to the outside of the post. And Brianna LaBarbera sends it to the outside and headed on down by Kanicki. LaBarbera with quick feet. Again goes to the outside and set it up and away. Had the quick feet despite the pestering defense by Christina Yin. Again looking for the air attack. That Hannah Roth, the 5'9 junior with their latest chance. And Meredith Thompson will set it up. Madison West will drop to this near side. Mika Miyamoto, the 5'5 freshman midfielder. She is subbed on in. Miyamoto nearly had a touch on it. And now it's going to be Miyamoto dropping back defensively as DSHA will throw it in. 13th minute. And over it comes. That is swung on in by Ty. Comes across and LaBarbera. One of 2 sporting the captain's band. Coming back toward the ball is Roth. Also there was Emily Leinfelder. For Madison West, you have Rose Brown. A throw in here for DSHA. Besides their semifinal finish in 2010, we told you in 2009 a state championship for Kevin Rathie's team, able to knock off Waukesha West 1-0. The year before that, though, a very bizarre Saturday afternoon here in Milwaukee from a weather standpoint. That was the infamous day in which this field flooded. The game was called about 5 or 6 minutes early against Waunakee in the D1 state championship game. All fans, players, headed for the indoor building to take cover from some of the severe weather that had hampered the area. Making it tough for fans, but also the teams to head back home with the highways flooding during one of the busier rain periods in recent memory. One of the last years, though, they had the natural grass here that, again, standing water every which direction, and the rain for a couple more days and really taking away any option that DSHA or Waunakee could come up with as far as completing the final 5 or 6 minutes. So the game ended up ending a little bit early, and it was a 1-0 victory for the Dashers. Then again came back and a complete game knocked off Waukesha West. But now here with the field turf, that's been out there for a couple of years, one of the many renovation projects here with state tournament to be here for years to come. You have the new bleachers in, the new fence all around that turf. You don't no longer have the wooden bleachers on the opposite side. All a project that is taking place and taking shape quickly as the new bleachers and the repaving and such taking place earlier this spring. Really did a nice job here. I'm sure for DSHA fans that remember that game, same thing for Waunakee. Not a day or a weekend they will soon forget for numerous reasons. Out there for Madison West is Josie Person, the freshman defender. Now from a weather standpoint, expected to be ideal these next 3 days. There is a very slim chance for rain tomorrow, but there is a slight chance nonetheless. We've had a little bit of a breeze today, but only seen one ball up in that jet stream affected. Otherwise, again, nothing that has been difficult for teams to handle. Mortensen. And the scoop up for, again, Meredith Thompson. Sweeney trying to connect with Mortensen. That was kicked out, though, by Mika Miyamoto. Throwing here for Mortensen here in the 17th minute. That's one of the more surprising matchups here in the tournament. Not taking anything away from these two teams, but remarkable what they've been able to do in the postseason to get to this stage. Well, even DSHA with what was a tougher bracket this time around. But a familiar bracket, with that being said, with East and Central, which helped a little bit when you look at the other bracket that was dubbed the bracket from heck, when you look at most of the top 10 teams being all in that one sectional. Part of the changes with Brookfield coming over. That was knocked away in front, trying to get a foot on it was Hannah Roth. Little chip kick. Looking for the header was Sweeney. Back out it comes with Leinfelder. We'll talk more about that bracket, though, from heck, because it involves Grafton, who was able to qualify for state out of that tough bracket. But, I mean, you take two Brookfields out, you had Whitefish Bay and Nicolay. Whitefish Bay, at least, they were a team that finished number 5 in the final D1 state rankings. So kind of traded off talent there. Still very good talent nonetheless. Out of play by Sweeney and another goal kick from Madison West. It's amazing how things have played out this year, because we said during the first game, you can look at records all you want. Certainly Eau Claire Memorial, the most attractive record, coming in being undefeated, unbeaten, back with their shootout loss. Their season over at 24-0-3. Fact of the matter is, though, very wide open bracket. There really isn't a favorite. You could say DSHA might be in that category just because they have won a couple of state championships in recent years, and they still have a couple of players, at least from that 2009 championship team. Otherwise, you come down and the way that ball bounces, who shows up. We saw that with Kenosha Tremper winning their first state tournament game, or at least advancing to the semifinals for the first time in their last 4 state tournament appearances. In that last game, De Pere was able to sneak out a 1-goal victory, but truthfully in that second half, not a whole heck of a lot of scoring chance for either side. Ended up being that own goal, deflected off a hip of a Wolverine, and ended up being the difference maker. Officially, Carmen Villarreal, who was the top offensive threat for De Pere, was credited with the goal. The Dashers, Olivia Wright into the 11. Brown, back out to Hedico. Persan connecting with Sarah Monshine. Goes back on the outside as Monshine with the pass. That was left by Helen Carey, the junior forward. Now going after it is Sophia Grutzner. That over in the DSHA bench. Kevin Rathey back here after part of the coaching staff for the Marquette Hilltoppers, bringing home that D1 state championship back in October. Led that particular weekend by the play of Patrick Hodan. Monshine giving Madison West a 1-goal lead. Sarah Monshine coming into the state tournament, tops of the team with 17 goals, picking up number 18, 1943 into the first half. And the Regents taking the lead on DSHA. Coming in and scoring goal number 62. Both of these teams from a goal standpoint right up there as DSHA. They too have about 60 goals collectively.
Madison West scored by number 18,
Sarah Monshine off the feed from Hedico. Now for Emma Hedico picking up assist number 3. So a 1-0 lead for Madison West, despite the fact most of the play has been on this right side of the midfield. Great through ball and a feed from Emma Hedico, and Sarah Monshine able to finish against Audrey Ackley, the starting 5'7" senior keeper for DSHA. Ackley coming off a 4-save performance in the team's sectional final victory against Brookfield East. Meredith Thompson. Oh, knocked off the cleat with Miyamoto, but now with Kanicki. And the Dashers, not going to be taken away, at least attempted to take it away for the Regents. Helen Carey. Back of field with Maddie Perlowitz, the junior on defense, 5'6" for DSHA. Knocked down with Emily Leinfelder. Trying to connect with Roth. After trying to angle back in was now Sarah Monshine. Monshine had Caitlin Gerard, a sophomore forward, upfield, but that one's going to get away, and Ackley's going to scoop it up. Ackley over 1,500 minutes this season between the posts. 14 goals allowed, a 0.70 goals against average. That too among the goalkeepers we have seen. We've seen 4 out of the first 6 now in this quarterfinal day that have come in with a goals against average well below 1. Ackley has helped this team in the shutout category, including 4 in the postseason. In fact, 7 consecutive shutouts now recorded, and that streak coming to a close with the tally scored by Madison West. At 7 consecutive shutouts, that's the first goal allowance. It's a 4-1 victory against Brookfield East. That was the 4th to final regular season game. Right. They'd only given up about 15 this season, and beating their teams on average about 4-1. Leinfelder. And coming in from behind for the Regents on the takeaway is Monshine. Nearly saving it was Mika Miyamoto, but it belonged to DSHA. Andrea Hughes. Anna Roth got a piece of it. Just did fly over the head of Monshine. And again, we see where most of that possession on the right side of the midfield for DSHA. Trying to work upfield to Mortensen. Marked up by Miyamoto. That's off Christina Yin. The ball back in the corner for Brianna LaBarbera on DSHA with a 3rd corner kick. Directly in front is Ingrid Mortensen. We saw in that last corner kick was Brianna Kanicki was the target. Going back out again trying to find Kanicki. Instead it's Leinfelder on back with Maddie Perlowitz. Note that last corner kick by Christina Feller, only a freshman in the midfield. Only freshman on the DSHA varsity team. And Madison West will set it up with Rosemary Ventura. Now with Monshine. 25th minute. So far the Regents, one of their few opportunities, they've taken the lead. Mortensen looking for the equalizer. Off the right cleat, nice sliding tackle made. Elise Brown on the block, and then the scoop up for Meredith Thompson. That a beauty by Elise Brown, able to slide to block the shot attempt. It was 10 blocking 10. Ingrid Mortensen, the chance for DSHA. Dasher throwing for Feller. Leinfelder. Coming over was Josie Person. Throwing again for Feller. And it goes with Leinfelder. And back is Kanicki. Falling down, and foul against Madison West. So being set up now with clear tie. Madison West with a 3-man wall. And Thompson coming out to make the catch. No problem off the lift. As clear tie over the 3-player wall for Madison West, all jumping simultaneously, but lifted it, and Thompson came out to put it away. And again, she'll play off a couple of short hops here in the 27th minute. Game number 3 of 4 on this opening day before a 6-game marathon gets underway at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Off the takeaway for Ingrid Mortensen. Back out for the Regents. Mortensen on the slide tackle from behind. And it's going to be, right now they're pointing that at the Regents. Madison West going back to the bench area. Peter Dermody, the head coach, back now 6 seasons at the Madison West helm, helping put this team back into the state tournament, bringing in Emma Guilfoyle. One of the 2 changes. Alice Uihlein is also into the 11. Massey Kanicki on the pass over to Ingrid Mortensen. Now Olivia Wright up top, that was headed, and there defensively, Christina Yin. And now DSHA to the bench. Play on here in the 29th minute. A reminder that besides state soccer, we have spring state baseball along with state softball taking place as well here at FoxSportsWisconsin.com.
9 Rose Brown and 13
Spring state baseball is nearing
nearing
a close. Already at least a couple of divisional champions crowned.
Maria Cooper and 18 Brianna LaBarbera. Third place 3 Emily Leinfelder.
It's just gone final in Division 2. Portage knocking off Ellsworth for the Division 2 state championship. And all coming after Coleman bringing only Division 4 state championship in a rout 21-11. Or 20-11, then a Division 4 state championship game, then in Division 3. Prescott able to pick up an extra inning 4-3 So check out the D1 state championship game on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. About to get underway between the Bayport Pirates as they get ready to battle Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie at 30-1, Bayport 25-6. As mentioned, softball taking place as well from Madison. That underway with D1 quarterfinals this morning. Stevens Point, Germantown in action after Sun Prairie knocked off Franklin 10-0 and 6. Right now they're in their 4th D1 quarterfinal, tied at 2 in the 6th between Spash and G-Town. A push against the SHA off the corner kick. Elise Brown for Madison West with Alice Uihlein. Coming over is Olivia Wright. On the spin, Madison West, a chip kick that eventually gets to Helen Carey, but leaves it back. Trying to keep it on the left side of the midfield for a sustained amount of time. Carey with Andrea Hughes defensively. Now gets the lead feed from Mo Spear. Back out it comes Mo Spear. Turns around to see the possession with Ingrid Mortensen. Tie. Headed away by Emma Guilfoyle. LaBarbera. Now right. Olivia Wright went to wind up, but that was blocked off the knees of Christina Yin. Back out with Andrea Hughes. Left here for Claire Ty. Wright. Trying to find Mortensen, but instead, Madison West with Emma Guilfoyle. Hughes. And now with Claire Ty. Turning now with Brianna Kanicki. Giving 3 back. There are the DSHA Dashers down a goal. 33rd minute. Lone tally so far was scored by Sarah Monshine, scoring her team-leading 18th goal off a feed from Emma Hedico. Able to register assist number 3. That team's 62nd tally this season. Comparison to about 37 allowed. A little too far ahead for Ingrid Mortensen, who is being covered by Emma Guilfoyle. Thompson. For the Regents, Helen Carey. Mo Spear. And now Emma Hedico. Part of that series of changes a couple minutes ago by Peter Dermody, the West head coach. Sent down trying to find Rose Brown. Brown coming into the game, she was number 2 on the stat sheet behind Monshine. 10 goals with 5 assists, 25 points. 5 players right now for the Regents with 10 plus points this season. There's 2 that are plus 10 in the goal scoring column. Nobody over 9 assists. Monshine with 43 points. Rose Brown with 25. Mo Spear is 24. Guilfoyle with 10. And then Hedico has 10 points as well. About 6 in that category for DSHA, 3 of which have scored 10 plus goals. And they too, like the Regents, only plus 9 in the assist category. Brianna LaBarbera lead the way in that category. LaBarbera. Waiting back again, Kanicki. With some lift, Thompson knocks it down, looking for a rebound in front with Maria Cooper. Plenty of Regents all around, though, helping out and backing up Thompson. Before taking a spill as Monshine draws the foul against Olivia Wright. But Thompson had some nice backup. She had plenty of blue jerseys in the box area, taking away any kind of a rebound opportunity with Cooper, the closest for DSHA. Coming in with just 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 points to her credit in this, her junior season. For the Regents, Spear. Cuts in on Ty. Want to send it to the outside of Rose Brown, but not to be for LaBarbera, who was able to send it free. Foul is going to go against DSHA, so the Regents set up with Elise Brown. Hedico. Now with Brianna LaBarbera up. Outside with Christina Feller. Belongs to the Dashers. Looking at the way the Greater Metro Conference played out here this season, you had Brookfield Central. They were the team to beat in the GMC. 6-0-1, their final conference mark under Jason Burge, which team was able to outscore their conference foes 25-4, but it was DSHA who was tops in that category with 27 and allowing just 2. The 2 obviously the fewest allowed in conference play this season. 27 was second best behind the 29 put up by the Red Raiders of Tosa East. The third place finished this year, Menominee Falls. In fourth place, they got eliminated by Grafton in a sectional semifinal by way of double overtime. Yeah, Sussex Hamilton, Brookfield East, they were down this season. 2-4-1, their final conference mark. Sixth place out of 8, and then West Dallas Hale and West Dallas Central in the GMC standings. DSHA, though, about 3 goals a game. They give up barely 1 per contest. Same thing in the case of Brookfield Central, who so far this season, or at least during the regular season, only gave up about 17 tallies. Just like many years, the Lancers and Brookfield East Spartans met in the playoffs, in which ended up being East by way of the shootout, and the Lancers season at 17-5-2. Hughes into the arms of Thompson. Inside of 3 minutes left here in the first half. And a 1-goal lead from Madison West. Off a through ball with Hedico able to connect. Monshine was able to finish. Brianna LaBarbera up. Back out it comes with Andrea Hughes. Claire Ty. And now Hughes. Left for Claire Ty. And now sent ahead, that by Andrea Hughes. Sent back out. Trying to go right back toward Hughes. Trying to shake off Mo Spear. Now sent to the outside by Massey. Kanicki. And played off the hop by Thompson. Approaching 1 minute left here in the first half. Game that has seen that ball on that right side of the midfield pretty much throughout, with one exception. As Roth keeping it on turf to Thompson. Leinfelder. Olivia Wright gives way to Ingrid Mortensen. Mortensen. And now Massey oncoming for Madison West was Monshine. This ball left for Andrea Hughes. She'll send it down the middle, but it's coming right back her direction. Now trying to shake off again, Mo Spear. Trying to go back toward Olivia Wright.
7, 6,
Ashton Massey.
4, 3.
The final seconds will tick off here in the first half. One of the only opportunities all first half long. Goes into the back of the net for Madison West. After 40 minutes of play, the Regents on top of DSHA in this D1 state quarterfinal on FoxSportsWisconsin.com. In this D1 state quarterfinal, that between Madison West and DSHA, and right now, the Regents have a 1-goal lead. Recapping the scoring in the opening 40 minutes. The lone tally scored by the Regents' top goal scorer, Sarah Monshine, 18th of the season. That was assisted by Emma Hedico, picking up assist number 3. Just joining us here on our coverage of the 30th annual WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament. What you missed earlier in the first D1 state quarterfinal, Eau Claire Memorial and Kenosha Tremper ended in a 3-3 draw. Game decided in a shootout won by the Kenosha Tremper Trojans 4-2. 10-9, Kenosha Tremper plus 1 in the shot category, and then from an offside standpoint, well over 15 against Eau Claire Memorial, consistently caught offsides. Again, though, let's see them finish with 6 shots on goal, up 3-1. They're up 3-1, give or take, with about 70-24 gone by. 2 minutes and 30 seconds later, Maggie Edmark would bring the Trojans back to within 1 before it was Tara Larson who would tie the game at the 78-10 mark and eventually force overtime. And the shootout win for Kenosha Tremper, improving to 23 wins, along with, 22 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties, because it does go down as a tie, not a win. And Eau Claire Memorial's season comes to an end as the Old Abes to 24-0-3. In the other quarterfinal, it was De Pere over Waukesha West 1-0. It was an own goal, 2 minutes and 55 seconds on it. That was the difference maker. That would hold up. The goal was credited to Carmen Villarreal, but an own goal officially on the stats sheet. De Pere won the game despite the fact they had 0 shots in the second half. It was 5-4 De Pere in the shot category, a very low scoring, low shooting affair. And of those combined 9 shots, only 4 on goal, only 3 combined saves for the 2 respective goalkeepers. But a win for De Pere, so it's De Pere and Kenosha Tremper in our first Division I state semifinal Friday at 6. And again, the winner of that game will be one half of the D1 championship game, 2 p.m. Saturday. Winner of this game will play at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, or thereabout. Expected to be 8 o'clock, we'll see. That's going to feature DSHA Madison West against Neenah or Grafton. Grafton, Neenah. Our nightcap here at 7 p.m. DSHA in the all-white, they control the possession of the first half, probably about 95% of the possession on the right side of midfield. Madison West in their blue and white, and again able to strike on one of their only opportunities thanks to Sarah Monshine, who fresh off the wire was named the second team all Big 8 conference selection here in 2012. Got top offensive threat coming in with 45 points. That's 20 points best over Rose Brown, number 2 on the Regents roster. See what adjustments are made by Kevin Rathie, well known for his adjustments with DSHA. And part of a Marquette Hilltopper team, as mentioned, part of their coaching staff that did a number of second half comebacks en route to bringing home a D1 state championship this past October. Brianna LaBarbera cuts back in, getting around Helen Carey. That's headed back out. And now Sweeney with some speed. Trying to get set up in front is Emily Leinfelder, but no chance to get the pass across. On the outside with Andrea Hughes moving up. And a goal kick here for Meredith Thompson. It's already been a playoffs of upsets, especially on the Division I side. Not so much Division II and Division III, as we will find out tomorrow, but again, only 2 teams in the top 10 final Division I state rankings qualified for state. One of those already eliminated in Eau Claire Memorial, so DSHA is it as far as a team that is a ranked team coming into state that's still alive on the Division I side. In Division II and Division III, in both divisions, you have 3 teams all in the top 5. Perlowitz, Person, she was named All-Conference, honorable mention as well. 3 All-Conference selections this season for Madison West. Just 3, but here they are. State tournament, knocking off a team like Middleton who had 8 All-Conference selections. Madison East, the same thing. Madison East, the team that finished in 5th place this season with 10 victories, 6 defeats, 1 tie overall, and they went 5-4 in Big 8 conference play at 8 all-conference accolades. Just past the right cleat with Mo Spear. Now the Dashers. La Barbara. Offside flag is up. You had Verona, the conference champs, 7 all-conference selections, and then 3 for Madison Memorial as well. They finished in that tie 4th, 3rd with Madison West. But Elise Brown, first team. You had Sarah Monshine, second team, and Josie Person, a all-conference honorable mention. That just released the Big 8 all-conference team here in 2012. Get only a couple of all-conference selections, including Mo Spear, back from last year for the Regents. Had the possibility of about 3, but only 1 returning to the varsity team. And now with Brianna Kanicki, she went down and draws a foul. It's going to go against Mo Spear. So DSHA will set it up that with Brianna LaBarbera. With that inward swing, a 4-man wall for Madison West. They're coming in with 15 victories. DSHA coming in with 17. Well, right now it's the Regents up a goal. LaBarbera, inward swing, and that's going to fly up and over. Trying to go upper 90 to the left side of Meredith Thompson. Sophomore keeper. At 1.41 goals against average so far, has been able to come up with whatever has come her direction, but her defense also has backed her up. She's had a couple of potential rebound opportunities in front, in which, again, the Regents have been able to clear and take away that DSHA threat. And now with Brianna Kanicki, out it comes with Maddie Perlowitz. She'll play it back for the Dashers. Sweeney. Now with Ty. Ty got tripped up at a foul against the Regents. And against Caitlin Gerard. For the Regents, again, last time they were here 9 years ago, they were 1 and done. The appearance before that in 2000, their last state championship. The SHA, a semifinalist back in their last appearance in 2010. Having a mount to comeback if they are to be a semifinalist again this season. Really have controlled the flow of this game, but nothing really from point-blank range on Meredith Thompson yet. Really had a tough time getting some quality shots off against this Regent defense that is sort of packed it in, trying to preserve the 1-goal lead. On the far side, the Regents making a change with Jackie Leach in, and out goes Helen Carey. Leach will throw it in. Gerard waits back the feed toward Rose Brown. Get a piece of it did Ashton Massey. Tell you what Rose Brown has been able to do here this season. You have Mo Spear up there as well with 24 points, and then Guilfoyle and Hedico. Hedico now is 4th in the team with 11 points after assisting the so far lone goal in this quarterfinal. Now this game is following pretty much the same script we saw in that last quarterfinal. The exception is that the Pier, who was able to benefit from an own goal, had absolutely no possession in that second half, had a single shot in that second half, yet found a way to hang on for a 1-goal victory over Waukesha West, who also was held to just 3 shots and only one of those on goal. Had 4 shots for the game. Very low shooting contest, especially when you factor that the game before that, which was a 3-3 final, saw combined 19 shots. and 13 of which on goal. You would think maybe from a turf standpoint, with the speed of the game, you would see some more opportunities develop, but that just hasn't been the case. And in the case of Eau Claire Memorial, well over 15 offsides in that contest. Meredith Thompson after the attack, led by Brianna LaBarbera. We've been talking about it throughout that, last year there's about a 1.15 goals per game average in the 13 games here at the state tournament. The previous low had been in 2006, when teams averaged about 2.8 goals per game. Already, though, we have seen 8 goals combined on the day, which ties the amount of goals we had the entire quarterfinal day last year. In all 4 games, there were 8 combined goals in those quarterfinals. But 8 already in this one. 6 came in the first game, and then the 1-0 victory for De Pere. And right now, the 1-0 lead for Madison West. Looking to pull off what would be an upset over the 7th-ranked DSHA Dashers. It would be remarkable, too, if this surpasses the test of time, when really right now you factor the chances Madison West has had or lack thereof. Roth. And a goal kick here from Meredith Thompson. Now, from a non-conference standpoint for the Regents this season, often talked about, people try to break down the bracket field and who's been able to do what. Tend to look at that non-conference, let's see who teams have played throughout the course of the regular season. Big 8 Conference known for some strong soccer teams, some strong soccer programs, but outside of conference play, Madison West, they scheduled Brookfield East that 3rd game of the season, lost to the Spartans 4-2. Also to Waukesha West on the schedule. That was a 3-1 loss against the Wolverines. Lost against Kenosha Tremper, another state qualifier, 4-1. But in all, they had 3 state qualifiers on their non-conference slate. Plus playing the likes of Waunakee, losing 8-1 against Waunakee in the regular season finale. So it begs the question what might have been had Waunakee been able to get by Middleton in that sectional semifinal. Considering it would have been a Regents Warriors sectional final. You had Verona, who, first time in a couple of years, another strong showing this season, but even with that being the case, not muster a goal against the Regents, able to hang on for a 1-goal victory in that sectional semi. Following a couple of the ties, one of which was a non-conference game based on tournament play, but the other in-conference play in the Big 8 Conference. But that's a strength to the point that we made earlier about the unexpected here in 2012 and really no dominant team. DSHA may be as close as we have to a dominant team among the field of 8 in Division I coming in. Yet, again, wide open because of all the upsets that have taken place prior to this stage. LaBarbera off the crossbar. Ricocheting back out after Ingrid Mortensen was coming in from the outside. Throwing for the Regents. 52nd minute. For the Regents, trying to connect now with Shuchuk, the 5'6" sophomore defender. Had it just over the head of Shuchuk, and then back on the attacking end. Now to play for DSHA. A change for the Regencies. Sophie Grutzner in. Out goes Emma Hedeko. And picking up a point in this game. Change to be made as well for DSHA. Well, that's going to have to wait. Simply from a alignment standpoint, making a change with the outside of the field. Moving one player up. Then attacking line again, keeping just 3 back there defensively down a goal. Ricocheting out of bounds. Throw in here for Andrea Hughes, who moved up from that defensive line. Back her direction. Against A2 coming up after this one. It's our 4th and final game on this opening day. At 7 p.m., the Grafton Blackhawks are back here at State. They have gone up and down between Division I and Division II, but even with the moves, they have still found ways to punch their ticket to State. And once again, back here in the Division I field, the Grafton Blackhawks at 19 victories, 6 defeats, and a couple of ties against the Neenah Rockets, who eliminated the defending Division I state champion Appleton North Lightning by way of a shootout in a sectional final. Rockets 15-6-2. They're back at State since longtime boys head coach Harry Kelderman took them over for a year. And he brought them to State that one season. But they came up on the short end in 2010 when they lost to Verona in a semifinal 3-2. That was the year that the Wildcats brought home the state championship over Homestead. Neenah did manage to win a quarterfinal that year against the Bayport Pirates. Leinfelder around Guilfoyle. Kanicki. Tie against Guilfoyle. Trying to get the left foot swing, but Christina Feller. Now that with Jackie Leach coming out defensively for the Regions. Mortensen. The ball pointing in the direction of goalkeeper Meredith Thompson. And don't forget, 6 games coming away tomorrow during semifinal Friday, all getting underway at 9 a.m. Yeah, St. Mary's Central, they've been a regular here at State. 7th state appearance over the last 8 years. Lake Country Lutheran against the University Lake School Co-op, making their first ever appearance. Lake Country Lutheran along with University Lake School Co-op, 19 victories and a couple of defeats. That game will be followed up by the Oostburg Lady Dutch, 18 victories and 8 defeats. The Prairie School will be their opponent at 16-4-1. And the Division III side of things, after Kettle Moraine Lutheran, the Division III state champs a year ago. Division II will see Green Bay Notre Dame, 13 victories, 10 defeats, and a couple of ties. And again, they benefited from the play of a couple of youngsters. Tritons had them earlier this season against Appleton North. And now, granted, they're playing Appleton North, who was real good coming off that D1 state championship, put everybody back. Experienced bunch, but Notre Dame had a tough time putting anything together and still trying to mix and match lineups first couple of weeks of the season, but they have found the right mixture, the right chemistry, and the only unranked team in Division II among that field that playing at 1 p.m. against Mount Horeb. Thompson plays it off a short hop. And Mount Horeb is back here, 19 victories and 3 defeats. For Mount Horeb, their first appearance in girls' state soccer, but they've been here before on the boys' side. And Appleton Xavier against Catholic Memorial. That will take place at 3 p.m. Note that Notre Dame, runner-up last year against Madison Edgewood. You have Catholic Memorial, who, boy, it seems like every year they find a way to get back here, and we're making their 8th state tournament appearance, their 7th consecutive. Coach Burke's team has 19 victories, 4 defeats, 3 ties. Appleton Xavier, another fairly regular Division II team, to the state tournament field, has 22 victories, 2 defeats, to 3 ties. And then again, we will have the Division I state semifinals at night, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and again we know it's Kenosha-Tremper against De Pere in that first D1 semifinal. So here in the 59th minute, the Dashers will throw it in. Still down that 1 goal. Now knocked away from Olivia Wright. 1-touch feed on the right-footed blast is going to sail wide for Kanicki. Now the goal kick from Meredith Thompson. Become accustomed to the goal kicking here in the second half. Kanicki has had a couple of looks. A couple of swings by Brianna LaBarba, looking to perhaps connect on a header. Just hasn't happened yet. He had 1 ball that was sent across, actually ricocheted off the crossbar. That came very early on in the second half. Spear on the clear. For the Regents. Out of play thanks to Sarah Monshine. After Spear was able to clear it for the Regents and really get that ball in that right side of the midfield for first or second time now in this second half. It's been far and few between. Finding a way to preserve this 1-goal advantage. Rose Brown now taken away by Kanicki. Kanicki again. And a throw in here for DSHA. For the Angels, Brenna Kanicki will have to back up and actually pass it off to a teammate. Throwing flew just over the head of Emma Guilfoyle. Sent out of play by Christina Yin. Now the throw on for DSHA for Maddie Perlowitz. And that DSHA lineup playing on this near wing. Headed on down by Kanicki. And now Feller will stay with DSHA. Left back for Perlowitz. We're going to send it across, but back onto the Regents attacking end. Run made by Rose Brown. Here's Perlowitz. From behind, the pressure by Rose Brown. And knocked down by Claire Ty. Ty. Massey. This time Dasher spreading the field line. Now go down the middle of the field with the pass to Claire Ty. Hooks up now with Kanicki. Back on that outside on the run. And the attempt for Andrea Hughes. So drop back again. She's playing up a little bit. More than that defensive mid for DSHA. Knocked down by Claire Ty. And they've really only kept Maddie Perlowitz along with Ashton Massey back in that defensive line full time. Mortensen. And it goes now with Leinfelder. Right. Claire Ty. And over it goes with Maddie Perlowitz. Winning from behind. Thompson comes out and by leaving the net wide open, but was lifted out of play. Dangerous play with Thompson coming out. Ingrid Mortensen with the lift. Coming to the 63rd minute. Regents back to the sideline. Maddie Peterson will join the flat back forward defensively for the Regents. Peterson, a 5'5 sophomore.
You got your bell rung. You're probably not okay. You probably sustained a concussion. Going back in the game just
Off the cleat there with Andrea Hughes.
not just football.
Regents throwing here with Sarah Monshine. Again, her 18th goal of the season right now is the difference maker in this D1 quarterfinal.
AAA website to learn more.
Been remarkable when you factor again the Regents just haven't had the chances yet. They have one that's gone in on a feed from Hedico. And their defense has come up in a big way. Meredith Thompson has made some saves, plus they've gotten the luck of, in that case, Mortensen on a lift but out of play. Right after Thompson came out and tested Mortensen. Right now, both the Enid Rockets and the Grafton Blackhawks warming up as they get ready for their quarterfinal, which is slated to start in about, I'll give or take 36 minutes. So about 17 minutes left in this game. Kanicki. Right there is Elise Brown. Regents into the midfield with Rose Brown. Nice move getting around Claire Ty, and then Ty dragging Brown down. A foul against Claire Ty. So Ty came back into the picture, knocked Rose Brown down to the turf. Free kick here for the Regents. DSHH kind of walking back as the ball put back into play. Miyamoto. Staying with the Regents. '65th minute. Mo Spear. Nice chance up top. Right there is Ashton Massey defensively for DSHA. Ball will be set up in the corner for the Regents. So it's Massey getting one in the face. Set up here for Madison West. Following the strike by Mo Spear. A couple of strikes that have found players in the face already in this one, including one in their last game, which would send a player off with a bloody nose. That coming across, and out to Ingrid Mortensen. Handball working against Maddie Peterson. Again, here come the Dashers on the attack. Unable to connect on a pass. Plenty of blue jerseys all around for the Regents. From back to that left side of the midfield every time DSHA trying to connect some passes. They've only kept so far Rose Brown up top. And now Ty back on that right wing. Andrea Hughes in front. Out it comes for a DSHA throw here in the 67th minute. Both teams making a change to their 11, which will include Rose Brown getting a breather for the Regents. Olivia Wright leaving for DSHA. Caitlin Gerard in for the Regents. And LaBarbara is back for DSHA. Perlowitz. Out it comes to Monshine. Kanicki. On the turn, Mortensen, the lift. Right there is Alice Uihlein. This will result in a DSHA thrown over into the corner with Hannah Roth. Roth. Again, it's sent down here in the 68th minute. Not a real big shot producing second half. There have been a couple of looks.
Substitution into the Madison
Madison West, though, they've been able to score once, despite the fact, again, they've only really had the ball on their side of midfield for a few times. And testing Aubrey Ackley, we've barely said her name in this game. Audrey Ackley with a, again, relatively quiet sectional final as well against Brookfield East, in which she only needed to make 4 saves en route to the shutout. A goal that was scored, that by Monshine ended up ending a streak for DSHA that had seen them record a total of 7 consecutive shutouts through this 8-game winning streak. Again, the first goal they'd allowed since a 4-1 victory to start this 8-game winning streak back against Brookfield East, the 4th to final regular season contest. So the Regents doing something that really not many people have been able to do on a fairly regular basis. $13 shutouts in all for the Dashers. Comes back out to midfield, that to Maddie Perlowitz. And now with Feller approaching 10 minutes left here in regulation. Perlowitz, Claire Ty, Kanicki, she'll wind up. Now Hughes. Hughes off the right cleat again, sent back her direction. Into the corner, long run to make. Eddie Anders, a sophomore defensively for the Regents. Throwing here for DSHA, and next break with possession for the Regents. They have a couple of changes about to be made to their 11. Thompson again coming out, battling with Hannah Roth. Ball sent back out and into the corner now for DSHA. Well, Barbara bending out, trying to find the head of Roth. Backing her up was Kanicki. It's kicked out by Christina Yin. 71st minute. Back to the ball comes Mortensen. Again to be set up in the corner for Brianna LaBarbera. Already she has looked for Roth along with Kanicki in these situations. Focus has been 15, Kanicki. Coming out was Kanicki. There's Roth in the second effort. The knee lift by Feller into the hands of Thompson. 3 looks. You had Kanicki, Roth, and then the knee lift by Christina Feller. '72nd minute now. Spear. After a slip. Monshine. Again goes back into the corner, letting that time tick off with possession. We'll send it across, but a couple of short hops for Audrey Ackley. One of the 5 seniors that make up this DSHA varsity roster. Trying to prolong their senior season. Down a goal here in the 73rd minute. Bouncing right to Thompson. For DSHA, Claire Ty is sporting jersey 11, but as it deflects off her body, the Regents working a back field with Guilfoyle. That's taken away. And a big burst of energy for DSHA off the feed. Well, that was sent ahead as well after it was lifted by the left foot of Hannah Roth. On back down with Leinfelder. Got taken down a play on after the clean tackle for Monshine. The ball rolling out. DSHA here in the 74th minute. Going back toward the ball is Emily Leinfelder. Now back out. Ty getting beat, 4-1 disadvantage. Cutting back in is Guilfoyle. Nice pass for the Regents. Trying to work it right back up to Monshine. Monshine along with Mo Spear on that 1-2, and now Guilfoyle. Foul against DSHA's Brenna Kanicki. We'll be inside of 6 minutes by the time this ball is put back into play. Alice Harine. Peter Dermody from the sideline directing traffic. They're trying to send it right back into that corner. And the ball bounces out. 3 changes are made to the Regents lineup, which will include Rose Brown subbing back in. Back in as well as Jackie Leach and Emma Hedico, who again is assisted right now, the difference maker in this game.
14, Emma Guilfoyle, and 21, Maddie Anders.
Just over 5 minutes left. Second half and a 1-goal advantage in favor of the Madison West Regents. First state tournament appearance since 2003. DSHA on the attack. They have Feller on the wing. That's where they work it. Feller. Goal kick here from Meredith Thompson. Sophomore put this one into play here in the 76th minute. Coming in as one of the, again, 15 underclassmen for the Regents. Trying to hang on and pull off this upset. You'd have to probably go way back. Maybe it's never happened. Last time on the Division I side of things, you had an entire semifinal round of unranked teams going at it, let alone an unranked state champion. DSHA, the only remaining ranked team alive on the Division I side. Backs against the wall inside of 4 minutes down a goal. Leinfelder turns around to see it past the touchline. Andrea Hughes quickly gets to it. But the Regents knock it downfield. Coming up next, a couple of unranked teams. Nina against Grafton. Wrapping up our first day of 3 here in the 30th annual WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament. Feller. Perlowitz. Here in 3 minutes. And now Andrea Hughes. Claire Todd. Right off a hop there by Thompson. Approaching 2.5 to go. Getting downfield for the Regents is Rose Brown. And that's Guilfoyle. All the way downfield toward Ackley. Again, waiting back for DSHA is Massey. One of the two that stayed back there defensively for Coach Rathie's team. Down to a couple of minutes. You know DSHA will have a couple of more pushes in them. Trying to connect with Roth. Sent out by Alice Uihlein. And now with Kanicki. Foul against the Regents, and a great spot here for DSHA to be in with 90 seconds to go. Set piece coming. 3-player wall for Madison West. It's going to be Brianna LaBarbera. A minute 15 remaining. LaBarbera going outside. The defense saving the day. Meredith Thompson at backup. That one looked like it was going to cross that goal line, but defense behind Thompson, able to send it free inside of 1 minute. That's about as close as DSHA has come, besides a ball that came across, deflected off the crossbar earlier. And now Kanicki. Approaching 35 seconds left in the second half. LaBarbera. LaBarbera, that was knocked down off of Hedico, a handball. Restart as we approach 20 seconds left here in the second half. LaBarbera, 15 seconds. LaBarbera, nice high ball. Thompson, that's lifted up and over. Do you believe this? The Madison West Regents only had about a shot the entire game. They upset DSHA. First state appearance since 2003. The Regents knocking off the 7th-ranked DSHA Dashers, making this a wide open tournament field here in Division I in case it wasn't already. The Regents now 16-7-2 with the W as the defense came up in a real big way. First, you had the backup of Meredith Thompson, and then directly in front again, lifted up and wide as DSHA, the 7th-ranked team in the D1 state rankings, they dropped to 17-5-2, and now all 10 teams in the final Division I state rankings have been eliminated from postseason competition. Nothing but unranked teams remaining in Division I, including our next game between Grafton and Neenah. A couple unranked teams in the D1 quarterfinal. The lone goal in this game, it came early in the first half as Sarah Mindshine, one of the only shots of the entire game for the Regents, on the assist from Emma Hedico. That's your difference maker as the Regents moving on to the semifinals for the first time since they won the state championship back in 2000 and played 8 o'clock tomorrow against either Neenah or Grafton. Stay tuned, that game is coming up at approximately 7 o'clock. On behalf of our entire crew, Matt Menzel saying so long for now from Time Warner Cable Stadium at Uihlein Soccer Park in Milwaukee. We've been watching continuing coverage of the 30th annual WIAA Girls Soccer State Tournament on FoxSportsWisconsin.com.
We look forward to having you as our guest.